1990 was a long time ago.
You never know when is the last opportunity you're going to see someone.
Ebony was 12 the last time she saw her mom, Myrtle Brown.
She was kind of going to New York to get away.
Myrtle's brother Robert was living in California. They had always been close.
I had a message on my answering machine. All she said was, "I'm trying to get a hold of you."
That's it.
Yeah. Back in those days, she didn't have a cell phone, so I was not able to call her.
She had called my grandmother to let her know someone stole her purse, her money, and it included some medication because she was epileptic. So she talked about going to the hospital so she could get a refill. And then that was the last moment, we ever heard from her.
The family checked the hospitals. They called the police, but nothing. Weeks and months with no answers turned into years and decades.
It was very hard, when you have your prom and just, becoming a young woman. It was hard.
She wasn't there for it.
No.
And you thought, because you didn't have an answer, that maybe she didn't want to be there.
Right.
Robert worried that she had suffered.
They found the pocketbook. How did they get the pocketbook? Did they beat her up?
Right.
Or was she raped?
Then this spring, he watched nightly news.
Who were they? People whose bodies were found but whose names were not. Cold cases.
Our story profiled an all-woman team in the New York City Medical Examiner's Office, trying to identify remains stretching back decades.
I saw a young lady, and I said to myself, wow, I wonder if that could be her.
Maybe a day or two after the piece ran, a family member ended up calling our office. I took a look at the reconstruction and noticed, okay, I'm probably looking for a middle-aged black woman.
The recreation wasn't a match, but Dr. Soler had all she needed.
And we were also informed that she went missing in May of 1990, so I knew exactly where to start my search.
Dr. Soler called me.
And what did she say?
She says, Robert, I think we found your sister.
I said, well, I have a photograph that I can show you that will help us confirm this is her.
It gives you a chill a little bit, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
It took me a second to realize that's her.
Yeah, instantly. As soon as I saw the photo, like all 30 years, just, it. I knew it was her.
The family learned that Myrtle died from a seizure in an emergency room at a Brooklyn hospital. She didn't have ID. She was never formally registered.
When someone's in your mind missing, you don't close the chapter.
Yeah.
So we were able to do that.
You had a chance to say goodbye.
Yes.
Which is why Dr. Soler and her team take the calls. And they never give up. Stephanie Gosk, NBC News.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.